close-up of Elena looking at an empty safe or a legal document with a forged signature. Rain hits the window. Host/narrator. They thought she was just a spectator in her own life. When Elena's business partners, men she considered family, forged her signature and stripped her of the company her father built, they expected her to crumble. They expected a scene. Instead, Elena gave them the one thing they didn't anticipate: silence. Key action: establish the high stakes and the emotional gut punch immediately to grab attention. Elena in a small, dimly lit apartment, surrounded by blueprints and financial ledgers. A montage of her working late into the night. For 6 months, Elena disappeared. While her former partners, Marcus and Julian, were busy celebrating their merger and spending her inheritance, Elena was doing something they'd never done. She was reading the fine print. She realized that they hadn't just stolen her company, they had inherited its most dangerous debt. Show the transition from victim to architect. This builds respect for the protagonist. Elena meeting with a silent ally, perhaps an old accountant or a rival. Graphs showing a stock price slowly dipping. Revenge isn't a sprint, it's an architectural feat. Step A. Elena leaked a series of confidential expansion plans, all of them fake. Step B. She funneled Marcus's ego into a bad investment that looked like a gold mine. By the time they reached Step M, the partners were turning on each other, fueled by the paranoia Elena had quietly planted. Montage style here to keep the pace fast. Describe the clever ways she outsmarts them without them ever knowing it's her. A high-end boardroom. Marcus and Julian are arguing as the doors swing open. Elena walks in, looking more powerful than ever. The day of the final board meeting arrived. Marcus and Julian thought they were there to file for bankruptcy. Instead, they were greeted by Elena, holding the keys to the holding company that had just bought their debt for pennies on the dollar. "You didn't just take my legacy," she told them. "You polished it for me." This is the peak of the video. The dialogue should be sharp and final. Elena standing on the balcony of her old office, looking over the city. The sun is rising. In the end, Elena didn't need to scream to be heard. She just needed to outbuild them. Marcus and Julian left with nothing but the forged papers they started with. Elena? She didn't just get her company back. She found the woman they tried to hide. If you enjoyed this story of calculated justice, make sure to subscribe to REVEQAR. Because sometimes, the best revenge is living well and taking everything back. See you in the next story.